I would like to write the film that I wanted this to be.
Yeah.
That's what I think we should do next.
Should. That's what the world needs. If fan fiction.
Oh. Welcome to this week's episode of the Lads Film Thing podcast, where four friends discuss film and generally have a good time. Be warned, there will be spoilers. This week we're discussing a new film. If, a 1968 British satirical drama film produced and directed by Lindsay Anderson. Not really. It's 2024 American live action animated fantasy comedy written, produced and directed by John Krasinski.
And starring.
And starring.
A lot.
Starring?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was
You
in it.
reckon? Oh, I saw him.
Okay, he's the dad.
No, I got that.
What?
He was one of the five main characters, but maybe not like...
Starring just means he's in the film.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I kind of thought it meant like more.
Oh, okay, so like this podcast is starring Lucy, Sam and Dan, and then also Abby's in.
That's it. That's the one. Isn't it? Battle.
Is someone going to talk about the plot? Shall I talk around the plot?
No, you take too long. Sam and there.
Oh, but this is a weird one, isn't it? So this is in a universe.
I mean, it's just a regular universe.
Yeah, it's our
Imaginary
universe.
friends aren't real, though.
Aren't they? What? Hold on.
Yeah, but
Spoiler alert.
Friends. The imaginary friends in this film weren't real.
Yeah, they
They
were
were-
imaginary.
Yeah, but they were real imaginary friends.
No, they weren't.
It was a different universe.
It was just
Well-
this universe.
Yeah, you were just one of the adults that don't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, in this universe, in this film, which is also our current universe, the mum of a family dies, and then later on, the kid grows up a bit, she becomes 12, and then the dad has to go in for surgery.
You know how people become 12.
Yeah.
And then the dad gets ill and has to have surgery, and
Not ill. Just broken.
No, broken
yeah.
heart.
It makes that clear, yes. He has to go in for surgery, and the girl, B, has to go and stay with her grandma in New York City.
Brooklyn Heights. In the Heights.
And then the main point of the film is just how she copes with that. And the main way she does that is through, she reconnects with her imaginary friend that she has when she was a kid. And
But you
lots
kind of don't know that until the end.
You don't know that until the end.
About the middle, I think so.
Well, yeah, fair. But like, it doesn't explicitly
Yeah, yeah.
say.
Yeah.
Until it really explicitly says it.
Yeah.
And I still saw some kids walk out the cinema being like, so what happened there?
Yeah.
They were like, it was way too old for that.
Yeah. But yeah, the plot of that bit is that she sees a lot of other imaginary friends and she's trying to reconnect those imaginary friends back with their kids, which are now grown up.
Great work.
Thank you.
Sam, tease us with the score.
It's all right.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Hang around till the end,
There's,
people, to really...
It's floating around the middle.
It's a floater
It's a floater of a film.
around the middle.
Yeah.
Oh. That's definitely how I would
No,
describe
we're
it.
quite consistent in our scorings across the categories, but we have things we liked and did not like about this film.
Yeah.
So we will go into that in more detail at the end, and also you can check our socials.
For a breakdown of the scores, yeah.
Nice.
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 So what do people like about the film then?
It's a cool concept.
Yeah.
Like, the animation and everything was really cool. Like, the idea of having, when you see the posters in the trailer, like, this is a film about imaginary friends, they're going to go on adventures, they're going to go out. And then you think, oh no, this is just trying to make you feel crap, just to make you feel a little bit better.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I liked the idea of it, but it was like the worst possible scenario in this real universe.
Yeah. I think from the trailer, like you said, I thought it was going to be something really bright and really awesome and that kind of thing. You don't get the full storyline of the mum dying and the dad almost dying and the grief and that, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was not expecting that. And it really, I think it was too much. It was...
Our 8-year-old cried for like 20 minutes of the film, probably.
Yeah.
There was just like an undercurrent of grief throughout the entirety of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't feel happy even at the happy bits.
No. And actually, I hadn't realised, but I felt a bit pissed off when I'd come out that I had watched it and been made to feel sad without actually getting any real payoff. Yeah.
Yeah, this is a May half term in the UK. Good feel-good film to see your kids, but no, just trying to make you feel bad. I don't know, like, obviously this is John Krasinski's like film where he's directing and writing it, so I don't know if he's trying to prove something, but we could have just had fun.
Yeah.
I was looking forward to seeing a film that wasn't a Disney or Pixar film, that was a kids' film, that was a bit more unusual. A mix of live action and animation, and it was good in that respect. But I will be sticking with the Pixar and Disney film in the future because this was just far too much, too heavy for me.
Far too what?
Far too much.
Well, even like Disney and Pixar, they do the solemn and the grief, but then the highs are really high.
Yeah,
this one was just, and like, it's such a small story in this imaginary friend universe.
Yeah,
and like, it could have just, it's like, I want to be part of any other person's imaginary friend.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like with the broken leg.
Yeah, I want his
story.
film. Yeah.
Yeah. He was having a great time.
Yeah.
Even though he had everything broken.
With Disney, your dad might get trampled, but then you're going to meet a warthog and a meerkat, and you're going to have the best time of your life.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I do think we should give John Krasinski some credit for this story, because although it was sad, like if that was for grown-ups and if it was like a book, like you knew what you were getting and it was pitched at the right level, I do think it's a really good story.
It is good, yeah.
I not what I was expecting.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And it's not for kids really. That level of like sorrow isn't what you take your kids to see.
It's exactly like when we took our kids to see Wakanda Forever. We just got Black Panther 2, and it was literally 2 hours of grief on film with somebody who could swim really fast. And
Still love it though.
yeah, but I was just out there thinking, like, I'm so sorry that I've like, made them do this. Just feel terrible for through it.
You could just watch the Olympics.
Yeah.
Watch Michael Phelps. Yeah.
Didn't know where you were going with that.
He swims really fast.
No, I got that. Yeah, I got that.
Yeah, what about the cast in that though? Like the kid, B, I thought was amazing. Like
She's really good, yeah. And she's from The Walking Dead. So I was like, I spent ages being like, I know you from something, but she's so serious in The Walking Dead because she's just a child who has to like deal with zombies or walkers.
Yeah.
And she's having fun a bit of this one.
Yeah, but she's really good.
Yeah, she's really good.
Like,
She is.
even in Walking Dead, she's so young and she's amazing. And in this, I was like, yay, you're doing something else and you're also really good.
Her like micro expressions are just amazing, aren't they?
I was going to say that exact same thing. Like her like expressiveness was really awesome, and it kind of made me think like how different like making movies is like now than it must have been even like 20 years ago or something.
I had that exact same thought.
Cameras are so high definition, and actors have to act so much more with every minuscule element of their face, don't they? Back in the day, it was so blurry. You could just get away with doing any old shit, I think.
Yeah, there was that thing, wasn't there, that whoever the guy is that plays Logan Roy.
Oh yeah.
No, this is a major sidetrack. Let's go off of this. But he basically said, because the guy that plays Kendall, in Succession, he does like this real deep method acting, and what is that guy's name? Brian Cox, who has just been like a massive actor forever. He was like, that's why it's called acting. Because you like, it's your job. You go and you do it. You don't have to like be that person. That's why you're just a good actor if you're able to not. And I kind of thought that with her. I was like, she's having to do so much with that close up of just her face. Show like, I'm a child, but I've had to see too much and like deal with too much. So I have to be serious. And she was able to do that so well.
Yeah.
Always reminds me of the Ian McKellen speech in Extras, the Ricky Gervais thing, where he gives acting advice, and he's like, "I'm not really Gandalf. I'm just pretending to be Gandalf." Like, the key is you just pretend to be the person you're supposed to be. Like, that's all it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's really good at pretending to be that girl.
Yeah.
Yes.
Unless she is that girl, I guess
Unless
that's the thing.
Yeah.
Maybe because she's been those two characters, maybe she just is that now.
The most interesting casting choice is Fiona Shaw and whatever that accent was.
Oh, I love her
That
Who
was
was that? What, the grandma?
interesting.
Yeah, I'm Petunia.
Yeah.
That was a really
Like,
accent.
again, we'd like, it's okay just to be British. It's fine. Like, you can still live in New York. Yeah.
I'm glad you brought that up, because when the kid B first goes to her house and then they're walking up those stairs. And, like, I think she was talking, but it just sounded like she was, like, squawking. She was just like, I'm just, and I was like, what is this? It's so weird. It didn't make sense.
Yeah, but then, old Fleabag, she said, didn't she, you should have known that I was her imaginary friend because we've got an interesting accent.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, why would you make this whole thing where she has a New York but also is just English because that's herself, and then make her imaginary friend be English and make reference to that when clearly the whole way through it sounded like she was trying to be from New York.
Maybe it's just a piss take. Maybe
Maybe.
they got to the end and that was just something they put in.
Yeah, they were like,
piss take.
we're going to have to explain this somehow. 'cause-
Maybe she was British and then moved over to America, so the imaginary friend is locked in with the British accent.
Oh,
Could be.
She's developed the New York almost twang.
But it's weird to have that whole, like, backstory just not explained in any way.
And it feels like they're taking the piss out of us a little bit. Like, we know who she is. We know she's
Yeah, yeah.
British. Like, just make her British.
British.
Yeah, British.
British,
We're
mate.
British.
Cup of tea.
Apples and pears. If you want to listen to our review of Mid-Atlantic accents, go and listen to our episode
Yeah.
of Amsterdam.
Yeah, good point. I was going to go with Snatch. If you want to listen to us talking more
My dad's.
Cockney, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And Irish,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. Though we hit a couple of different things there, don't we?
Yeah.
Of the apples and pears.
Yeah.
Who is everybody's favourite if?
Ooh.
I really liked the guy who was like the secret agent with the jacket and he had like just a shadow of a face apart from his eyes. He was
really
great. Yeah.
I liked Ali, Maya Rudolph's character, the pink crocodile.
Oh, yeah.
It's Maya Rudolph, was it? Yeah. Amazing.
Thanks.
Mine's a little ice cube in the cup.
Yeah. And he always got drunk. He was like, this is my life in a nutshell.
Mine was Aquafina one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Bubble.
Yeah.
But I didn't really like that character. I just like Aquafina. I found it really unsatisfying that she just kept popping. It was really upsetting. I was like, I could not have that as my imaginary friend.
Yours, Luce, was Bradley Cooper.
Really?
Yeah, the Ice Cube.
Did you see Keith?
Yes.
Was Brad Pitt?
Oh, no, I didn't.
Yeah, we watched the credits at the end and it went through everyone and it said, and also starring Brad Pitt as Keith.
Did he actually say anything?
No, it's just an invisible character. It doesn't say anything. Yeah. And it was Brad Pitt.
Because he was the invisible guy in Deadpool 2 as well.
Yeah, so I was going to say, so I looked it up afterwards and there was loads of people already online saying he already has played an invisible character in Deadpool.
Oh,
Yeah,
you actually see him in that?
yeah,
Yeah.
because
He
did,
died,
like,
in
yeah,
the street, and then you see him for a
Yeah.
second.
Ah,
yeah,
remember that. We wanted to review Deadpool.
Yeah.
Coming soon.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah. So that's weird, right? But funny. Wonder if he got paid any money for that.
Yeah. He's credited.
Yeah,
That'll be on there.
he must be getting some cash for that.
Emily Blunt was the unicorn. Wonder how she got that job.
Sleeping with the writer, producer, director, and
Yeah.
star.
Emily Blunt, Mary Poppins.
Oh, they're married.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm inferring. Yeah, I don't know that.
James Blunt's sister.
Yeah. Cousin.
Cousin?
Probably not.
Mum?
Dad?
Yeah.
That one feels right.
But yeah.
Ryan Reynolds was good.
Yeah.
Really good.
He was Ryan Reynolds, wasn't he?
Like,
So-
I love Ryan Reynolds, but this is probably like one more Ryan Reynolds than I needed at the moment. Like, there is a saturation of Ryan Reynolds at the moment.
I don't think that's possible, but yeah.
Yeah, we're riding the Ryan Reynolds wave.
But
I'm
like
enjoying it.
Deadpool and Wolverine this year,
Yeah.
like yes,
Yeah.
but probably didn't need this to bridge the gap.
Wait, when did everyone realise that he was her if?
Well, I think like halfway through when I realised that she was just hanging around with some old man.
Yeah,
And I
why
was
is this
like,
happening? Yeah,
this wouldn't be allowed to happen. Like the grandma wouldn't just let her out just hanging around with this old
Yeah.
guy.
yeah, she'd let her out on her own.
So-
Well, yeah.
and also, other people couldn't see him.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, there was a point
he
where
was just
I think
invisible.
they'd been in like situations where no one had to speak to him, but then
Yeah,
she started to speak to people and he was there and he kept being like interrupted and things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were saying at the cinema, weren't we? It was just like a Sixth Sense situation.
It's Sixth Sense for juniors, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sixth Sense of Genius, but like I feel like every single person that's ever watched Sixth Sense has now like tipped off for every other film that's like this, because I was like, hang on, no one's speaking to him.
Yeah.
He's talking, no one's answering him. Like I was like, I know this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
It was still a nice enough twist, even though he was kind of...
Yeah.
and I do think that bit was aimed at kids. Like the kids would be falling for it.
Yeah, and our kid definitely was like, it's happened! We were like,
You feel
yep.
good for us. We're like, I got it.
Yeah.
But you watch so many murder mysteries and you're not supposed to know the answer. This one you're like, yeah, I'm there. It's fine.
Yeah, so I think if, in that way, with him...
That's the name of the film.
Yeah, it is the name of the film. Is a bit like The Sixth Sense in that way. But I also think that this is the Hollywood version of The Boy and the Heron. It is about a young kid who's going through some awful grief situation and making up some kind of fantasy universe and characters and friends
That's
in
a
order to
really
deal
good
with it.
point.
Which is the same thing that happens in The Boy and the Heron.
Check out our episode on The Boy and the Heron.
Was that imaginary Boy and the Heron?
What?
Was that fake like, in his head?
Well, we don't know, do we?
I haven't heard those ones.
I think it was kind of... Yeah.
And that's the same with this.
Well, yeah, you thought this was a
But,
different
like,
universe
but
where
this
those
one,
things
like
exist.
on The Boy and the Heron, he met his mum young and stuff that she didn't think he could have imagined.
Yeah, but don't forget in Harry Potter when Dumbledore's like, "Of course, this is happening in your head, Harry. Why does that mean it's not real?"
Yeah.
And this is where we're at with all these movies.
Rest in peace, Dumbledore.
But then if it's all happening in her head, then how does the pink crocodile at the end see the nurse?
Okay, this is a whole plot.
This
point
is
that
a
we wanted to discuss.
issue that I have with the whole thing. So, the imaginary friends, they tried... Ifs. Sorry, no time for imaginary friends. The ifs. They tried to get back in contact with their old kids, and they were unable to do so. Even when they invested in things that they were interested in,
Yeah.
until it was like the specific thing that they were made for in the first place.
The memories that...
Yeah. Until that montage at the end, when they were just all seen by their randoms. Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
just by
what
being
the
there.
nurse,
Yeah.
where, like, what was that
And the
imaginary
unicorn
friend?
rainbow, like,
Yeah.
Same thing.
What were they specifically designed for? Sitting on a car?
I don't think that's what they
I
designed
don't
for. I think
understand.
that was just unlocking a core memory linked to their ifs, wasn't it?
So was that sitting on a car?
Yeah, or shuffling paperwork.
Yeah,
You
like,
know, I didn't know somebody's
I know.
childhood.
And
true.
That's exactly what I said, but it just seems
It seems I'm like,
tenuous. Yeah.
either follow that down its actual route, or just don't.
That's because you want to
do-
see them like, even just an extra 10 seconds as
Yeah.
to give them a flower.
Here's a
that's
flower.
special.
Yeah. Here's a
Something that-
smell.
something
Here's
that
a
links to-
something.
And also there was that bit where B realises that Blossom is for the Nan, Granny, whatever, because she's in that photograph.
Yeah.
I was a bit like, hang on, surely she can't see her, and she wouldn't be in a photograph. She's an imaginary friend. Like, what's this about?
Yeah, but did she not just imagine her in the photograph?
Who, B?
Yeah.
See, I'm on the
B is
fence.
imagining the Nan's imaginary friend.
Yeah.
I'm on the.
wouldn't make any
This is what I'm saying. I think it's ifs are real in that universe, because, like, let's say the guy who is Blue's adult child friend, she's just stalked some person through New York, decided he loves the smell of croissants, and picked up some courage on this way into an interview.
Yeah.
Okay. But like, it's just the logic's not there, is it? Like,
Yeah.
either it is real but not real. I don't know. It's just too much stuff happens that is outside of her, or she's just deluded, and this person just wasn't there either. Like, I don't know. It doesn't. This weak plotted, isn't it?
If you go with that, why they are real, it doesn't like that. Oh, everyone has their own friend, so that's all. Take it as it comes, type thing. How come she can see all of them?
Well, I think that's the bit of the film. Like, she's just got the gift.
No, because then when she's like, she resolves it with her dad, she's like, okay, phew, my dad's okay. I'm dealt with this grief. I'm not a grown up. I do feel sad that my mum's dead. She can't see him anymore. As in, like,
Yeah.
you don't need me anymore type thing.
Yeah.
She's like, I don't need you.
Which also doesn't make sense,
Yeah.
because like when you have that realization, that's not a time when you don't need them anymore. Surely.
Yeah.
Like, she was literally like, I need you. He's just like, no.
Not an animacy.
Exactly.
And like, why could the Nan see
Yeah.
Blossom at the end when she didn't need her?
Yeah.
Well, she was sad 'cause they were saying goodbye, but I don't think it was it either.
But
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't make sense.
no.
No.
I think what we're saying is writer, producer, director, cast member John Krasinski has some questions to answer, and he should do it on our podcast.
Yeah.
Maybe you could join us next week on our podcast, John, please.
Yeah. Was it all imaginary, or was it that a world where that imaginary friends are real?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please come on and defend your movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not defend, just explain your movie.
Defend it.
Also, we want you to
Bring a
defend
shield
it.
and they sword.
Also, can I just bow there? I do love that guy. He's
Yeah.
brilliant.
Oh, yeah, me
I
too.
like him.
Yeah, yeah.
Please
Yeah.
write more things and start more things.
He's in quite a lot.
He's in enough, I would say.
What is he in apart from The Office?
Quiet
Quiet
Place,
Place.
which I will not watch.
No, me neither.
I love those films.
He is in, I want to say Jack Ryan.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's really good. I've watched 2 series of that. Yeah, he's really good. And he was Reed Richards in Doctor Strange.
course.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was well good as Reed Richards.
And he's probably in other stuff.
Yeah. And probably in future things.
See what you did there.
So apparently, in 2018, he was named one of the 100 most influential people in the world.
Really?
I like that because
Wow.
he seems like a good person.
Yeah, I want to remind myself what happened in 2018, though.
Why is he so influential? Oh, that was the same year he won Rear of the Year.
He was good in COVID, wasn't he? He did that Nice News, or whatever it was called.
Really?
Yeah, from his home, like just like nice stories because there was enough shit going on.
Oh, should I watch that?
It's good, John. Well done. Well done, John. Pat on the back.
How dare you? That's a highly insured rear.
Would you watch it again?
No.
No, never.
I'm sure our kids will want to watch it one day, but because they seem to like it a lot. But I wouldn't be excited about watching it. It's like we watched Lyle Crocodile a year or 2 ago. That was like the same level of like not fantastic but good, but had a decent soundtrack. So I would watch that again.
And didn't make you cry like 10 times. Joe.
Yeah, there's still
It was
like
just-
plots of like
yeah.
loneliness or whatever it was and all that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it was just way more enjoyable.
Yeah.
In that respect, I wouldn't watch it again, and also I wouldn't go back. There wasn't enough funny jokes or scenes to even watch those on YouTube or anything,
No.
No.
unfortunately.
No.
Having said that, good film.
But to be fair, that looked like a really good croissant.
It did.
It really did. And it sounded like a good croissant.
Yeah, and I can't blame that guy
That-
for looking over. I'd be like,
Yeah.
would you just
Yeah.
eat that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you've got 4.
She had one bite.
Share those around.
How is she not just munching that down? Good lord.
Cool. So we gave If a total score of 31.5 out of 60 or 5 stars out of 10. We all agreed that it was about middle of the road for enjoyability, not overly shareable, and about half of a masterpiece.
Yeah.
And that sounds right in terms of like its potential was probably what we gave it that for. Like the world potential. And the kind of the way it looked was nice, and like you say, Luce, if it was with a different intent, then it probably would have been a real masterpiece. But actually, like diluting it for a children's audience made it not enjoyable for anyone.
Yeah.
I think for enjoyability, I gave it 3 out of 5. And there were parts I did enjoy, like the animation. It was really good seeing the different ifs and hearing the different actors playing them. I quite liked that. Yeah. But I would say I more appreciated this film instead of enjoyed it. Like I appreciated what it was trying to do and trying to do something a bit different in the story. So it's more of an appreciation score than an enjoyment score because I did not enjoy it enough.
And it's quite nice to like the kids be like, just appreciate us a bit more because, you know, this can happen. We said like, when we got home, like, after 10 minutes they started arguing or whinging at us. I was like, we could have more than 10 minutes of good behaviour when they just seen like what happened in that film.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
We should both be dead within the year. By the time you become 12.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but I think like, I would not go and see it, but in my mind, it's a good film that should have been great.
Yeah, I'm glad I watched it. But even like the bits I enjoyed, that undercurrent of grief and sadness you just can't shake throughout.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I enjoyed it half.
Yeah, I was waiting the whole time to find out the operation went wrong.
Yeah. I was like, if this guy fucking dies, that's it. We're walking out.
Yeah, the way they did that bit, like, oh my God, I'm sure he's going to be okay. And then he's just there. And I was like, I know he's not, because that's not how they would do that. But the kids, I was like, I wanted to whisper and be like, I'm sure he's not dead. And then he just starts talking. You're like, that we were just laying it on thick. That it's not really necessary.
Yeah.
Like, did the dad even need to be ill? Could that not just like was?
I think it probably needed a reason why she'd be off on her own or not.
True.
Like,
True. It could have been like he got a new job or something. Like he didn't need to literally be
No, it had
in
to be
the
a
same
broken
hospital. Yeah.
Yeah. That was heavy.
Yeah, now I'm feeling sad all over again. Quick, someone's
Yeah.
But by going to the cinema, we got to see some new trailers.
Oh, yeah.
And I think everyone has seen the trailer for Garfield for the last 6 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Despite no film being released yet.
Yeah.
I think we can all agree it looks like a film.
Yeah.
That we don't
Not
need.
even sure about that.
I think what it will do is it will remind us how good the Bill Murray Garfield films were, which nobody has been able to do.
Yeah.
I've got a copy of that I bought when I was in China for like 20 pence or something. It was the year that it came out. And at one point, somebody stands up. What you then realise is somebody filming
You're
it on
saying you're
it.
buying pirate DVDs.
Oh, well, 20 years ago.
We do not support pirating
No.
on this podcast, apart from
Or
Abby.
pirates.
No, we like pirates.
Or do we?
Yeah.
But somebody gets up and walks out and then comes back with the popcorn like 5 minutes later.
The Transformers 1.
Yeah.
That looks good.
I'm
That
up
looks
for
good.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wonderful.
I haven't seen any of those films.
For Transformers films?
No.
Oh, they're really good.
So,
Well, they start really good, then they get a bit shite. But the last one was really, really good.
That's like 15 of them now as well, isn't it?
Yeah. The last one was like a jig of it, and it got better again.
but also, shut up, everyone, because Inside Out.
Oh, yeah, that's
Why is nobody speaking about this first?
Can't wait for that film.
That does look really, really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully they balance the emotional turmoil with a good payoff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She is becoming 13 as well, so. That's the whole point of the film.
Yeah, I know. It's going to be good. I'm looking forward to them.
Yeah, me too.
What was Jeff Goldblum in?
Wicked.
Oh, yeah, the Wicked. Yeah, that looks great.
Oh my God, that looked so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely watching that and reviewing that
Yes.
on the day.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I love that.
probably.
Yeah. I think we're busy. No. No.
When is it even out?
I think it's like Christmas time.
Christmas.
Yeah.
I think so.
Oh, I'm busy then. For Christmas.
True.
Shall we?
Let's wrap
Let's.
this shit up.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming along to this week's Lads Film Club and joining us where we discussed.
It's if. We'd love to know what you thought about it too. Were you as
Traumatized?
cry? Were you as cry as us?
Let us know what you thought on our Twitter, Insta, or YouTube comments.
And if you enjoyed listening to our podcast, please leave us a 5-star rating and review.
So grab your popcorn.
Hand up your lads.
Get watching.
And join us next week.
Bye.
Bye.
By the time you become 12.
Oh my God.